Love speaks where voices are quiet. In the small town of Colindou, silence had its own language. It lived in the spaces between words, in the pauses before goodbyes, and in the eyes of people who felt too much but said too little. That was where love learned to speak. Maya was quiet not because she had nothing to say, but because the world rarely listened. She worked at a modest library where dust-covered books carried louder voices than people ever did. Every morning she arranged the shelves carefully, as if order could bring peace to her restless heart. Jonah noticed her long before she noticed him. He was a carpenter whose hands were always rough, marked by years of labor, yet gentle in the way they handled fragile things. He came to the library every Thursday, not to borrow books, but to sit at the far table and watch Maya move through the aisles like a soft breeze. They barely spoke. When they did, their words were simple. Good morning, you're early today. The rain might fall, but silence filled the gaps with meaning. When Maya's mother fell ill, Jonah didn't ask questions. He simply fixed the broken chair in her home and left fresh firewood by the door. When Jonah lost his father, Maya placed a book of poems on his workbench, the pages folded at the verses about grief and healing. No explanations, no speeches, just understanding. The town often mistook their quiet for distance. People whispered that they were strangers to each other, that nothing could grow without words. But love doesn't always shout. Sometimes it hums softly, waiting for the right ears. One evening, as the sun bled orange into the sky, Maya found Jonah sitting on the library steps. For the first time, silence felt heavy. "I don't know how to say this," she began, her voice trembling. Jonah smiled gently. "Then don't." He reached for her hand, steady, warm, sure. In that moment, Maya understood something the world had never taught her. That love doesn't demand perfect sentences, or brave speeches, or loud promises. Love speaks where voices are quiet, in presence, in patience, in the courage to stay. And in that quiet town, where silence once ruled, love finally found its voice without ever needing to speak.